Okay. So last session, kind of as a hey, sorry, almost I went berserk on you guys. Lek was like, all right, I'm gonna help you bring back Tamara. First, we need some giant thing to fuel a ritual to like pretty much like jumper cable Tamara back when we get the two sparks. So I know of this ancient ooze dragon in the swamp. We can use that. Problem is, I won't be able to help you because it's the hunting grounds and there's like special rules. I can't interfere with the hunters, with a target, etc., etc., etc. So you guys took a long rest, and in the morning, Lek also allowed Raine to go look at her like herb gardens. Like, take what you need and take this magic compost because holy fuck, you guys are gonna need all the help you can get. Um, so that was fun, and then you guys went to the swamp. Then you engaged with the dragon. Then you got attacked by flaming crabgrass, essentially, and oozes, and a dragon that was made of ooze. Aoife also successfully pioneered her key separation technique several times, so that went well.
Nice.
And in the end, it was decided that Aoife should get Melora's relic, so that was handed off to her. And now we are coming back. Lek is asking you, whenever Roka arrives, do you want to get? She knows like you guys are kind of like on a time crunch. She wants to know if you guys just want to just start the ritual right away. She's got like a place of ritualistic importance that she can bring the spark and whatever is left of the ooze dragon to. Or would you guys like to rest for a little bit? At least a
I,
short rest, for sure. If Roka comes sooner than expected.
so if we kind of just and this doesn't have to necessarily be in character, but if we talk to her, does she feel like this is going to be a situation where it is highly likely that we'll be attacked during it due to the like power that it's going to be putting off, kind of like a light show, magically speaking, and shit's going to be attracted to it, or does she
Well,
feel like it's probably relatively safe?
I mean, there's always going to be a non-zero chance of you guys being attacked, regardless of wherever you are in the world, or whatever plane you are in.
Sure. Well, but
Let's say
like
that. But
that
technically,
one
you are.
time we had to go do that ceremony and they were like, we're 100% going to be attacked when we do this ceremony. So like, what kind of vibe?
Uh, it's unlikely. She says we should be attacked because technically we are in Melora's realm.
Um, Mel will ask that we at least do a long rest,
Okay.
both to give us some time to mentally prepare and physically recover, and that way, if we need to go and get anything after Roka gets here, if we find out that we need XYZ, we have a little bit of time to do so.
Okay. Also, all right. Also, this will also give you guys time. So Lek does say you guys will have to be involved in the ritual. One of the things you should think about is so the way gods usually act within the realm is they get a lot of their power from individuals who worship them. Um, the more people that worship them, the stronger their hold is within the planes. Um, if you guys could start thinking about things you could say or do in your own special way to entice Tamara to come back, that would be great, says Lek. Um, just throwing it out there.
Can you
Oh
remind me
no.
what Tomorrow's the god of?
Mercy and benevolence.
Well, shit. Raine's just gonna leave.
And forgiveness.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
in her time, as some of you have researched, she was the kindest of all the dragon deities.
You're saying this like it should like
Some of you have
nudge something in our
forgiven.
brains.
Some of you have forgiven people before, right?
Probably.
Shown mercy before.
I mean, literally one of my personality traits is my favor once lost is lost forever.
But I will say, we do all have a benevolent streak. None of us are out here, like, killing the homeless. I mean, we're
I
all
didn't realize
kind.
that by the fact that we weren't killing the homeless, we were being benevolent. Man, if that's the case, my benevolent points are just way up there.
Yeah, real life and Mel. I've never killed a homeless person, so benevolent 100%.
Like is talking to you like, oh, you're good people. I mean, surely this must resonate with you guys in some way. As she now takes a look at all of you
at her, like,
yes, my good sir, filled with fellow benevolence, I am definitely a kind and generous person going about my day, not murdering homeless people. 100% benevolent.
Dude, we're gonna need to take this out of the upload to the internet just in case anyone who knows us wants to run for office or something one day or wants to live in public life.
No, the name of this episode needs to be 100% benevolence. Definitely nothing shady going on.
But it's a suggestion. Would probably help the ritual a little bit. And also there's the assumption that Lek has that Roka will also participate in said ritual as well.
I would fucking hope
Which makes sense, yeah.
But a little bit of a boost doesn't ever hurt. As she's kind of reading the vibe now, as in, oh no. How is this going to work? Is there anything? Is there anything anybody wants to do while they long rest?
I'm gonna bond with my relic and commune with Melora.
Okay.
And say thank you for sending Bear Friend my way. That's been really helpful.
Okay. So, when you start communing, I assume you go into like a meditative state of some sort, as is usually done.
Yep.
You are literally in Melora's realm. So when you start meditating, your mind is brought into a very beautiful grove. There are cherry blossoms everywhere that have bloomed. There's a wonderful little sparkling stream that runs through this glade. There are monarch butterflies and yellowtail butterflies that flutter away from the flowers. Wildflowers are all around you. And you're just, kind of just taking this all in. This is a very nice, peaceful place. When you exactly, lots of katydids, crickets, wildlife. The bugle of the famous air horn elk bugles in the distance.
Wow, I
I
really
totally
hope
forgot
that's an
about
extinct
that.
animal.
I hope we don't have to fight one.
So there's go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh god, that's so loud.
A
How do I fix
natural
that?
one.
Oh, it's
Still a
okay. This
13.
person also rolled a natural one.
Oh, excellent.
It's not too hard. It's almost intrusive how much noise this person is making. Like they are like crunching on every leaf. They are breaking every branch. There are more bugles of the elk in the distance that
It just has an air horn. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I'll stop.
But you find approaching you this small creature, about the size of I would say a medium-sized dog. It has a head that is light in color, that matches the furry belly it has. There is a strong tail accompanied with it, and its fur looks like it's just it's wet, just coming has perhaps just come out of a stream. You are facing currently an otter.
Sup?
Hello. You are new wielder of relic? Yes?
For now, it's kind of on loaner to me. My name's Aoife.
Nice to meet you. I'm Fifi. And kind of like
Hi,
sticks
Fifi.
out a wet paw in your direction.
I'll shake it.
Okay. It's it's cool. It's not slimy at all. So what are we dealing with?
Old ones.
Do we know which one?
Ones, plural.
What? There is like a comical frown that is now visible on Fifi's face.
It's not great, but we've got a plan. And I was lent the cloak to help with that plan. And basically, we're just gonna chop them up into smaller bits and then kill the smaller bits. I promise it's a lot more thorough than that. I've just given this presentation like a dozen times in 2 days, and I'm a little tired of it.
It is fine. Pardon me for if this is a rude question. You do not have anger issues, do you?
Not anymore.
Okay, good. The anger issues were very scary from the previous person.
Oh, yeah, we fought said anger issues.
Ah, you met Fury. I see.
Sure did. It wasn't great. Not an ideal way to, start off a whole partnership to prevent the end of the world thing.
No. It is not. Yeah. That's a problem. Just that small. Well, I will assist you in any way I can. Just let me know what you need. Is there anything I can do for you now?
Well, I'll be honest with you. This is my first time with like a relic that hasn't tried to kill me. I'm learning the whole like etiquette part of it. But because we're dealing with multiple old ones and trying to save the world, I know that relics can like become awakened and be better, and I just wanted to kind of get that ball rolling. I don't want to be like too formal or anything, but this is kind of a business transaction with, just the future of everything at stake. So, I'd love it to be more personal and like, be pals and get to know each other, but also time is of the essence. So.
I understand. I completely understand. Old one business is very tricky.
And stressful, yeah.
From my previous encounter.
Yeah, so you know firsthand just what kind of like BS we're gonna be dealing with here pretty soon.
I was around when if you know the one with the one called Yablink was around with the Minotaur War. That was a very messy affair in all cases.
Yes, we have been to the temple and got sent forward in time.
Yeah, Blink was not a very good one. But it's very lovely to meet you. I hope this can, like, Fifi kind of just waves, like, her little paws around the glade. I hope we can help you as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If there's anything you need from me, of course, or anything you want, just let me know and I'll do my best.
I mean, as long as you don't, do, like, pollute a stream, respect the nature
Oh, yeah.
around you.
I am friends with so many talking animals at this point.
Mm.
Yeah, I know Bear Friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember Bear Friend's name right now because I'm running a fever, but Aoife would and would say it.
Okay. If you
So
if you know many talking animals, then that pretty much tracks for this relic, actually. Present company included.
yeah, I've got a friend. I think she's maybe a goddaughter. I don't know. I don't think it was ever made official. Were shark, big animal affinity thing. I'm very supportive of that. I think it's funny. There's bird friend. There's bear friend. There's some talking cats that were raiding our kitchen the other day. It's just I've noticed a trend.
Well, I find that a lot of talking animals are they are attracted to good people. So if your group and yourself have been in contact and have spoken to many of them, they must all see something good in you. So we should have
Well,
no problem.
yeah, they're called the Heroes of Leona, so I think the general consensus is they're pretty good.
Okay. I just want to make if talking animals are apparently a cliche attracted to good people, I just want us to eventually meet a squirrel that talked but is just an asshole and just horrible someday.
I mean, if you want to go meet a Wolverine,
Yes.
those things are assholes.
I mean, that's Lynn talking. That's not necessarily Mel talking.
Well, Wolverines are assholes. They like ruin like campsites. If there's food, they like eat the food and then they piss on the remaining food so nobody can eat it. Yeah, they're just
they are
horrible
assholes.
creatures.
Interesting.
Yeah, they hate everything. Spiteful creatures. But anyways, so Fifi will, shake your hand once again and will say, I mean, as long as, so there is one thing that you should know about.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to like make it known to like a lot of people that you have, this relic, because they won't know it on sight because it just looks like a regular green cloak with like animal charms.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, and there's a reason why Fury is very like why she is the way she is. So I know like in the past had a lot of trouble with people who are followers of Arathis, a lot of zealots.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they used to like when they found out Lek was in the area, they used to like attack her on sight. So that got Fury kind of like paranoid.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like if you're around like, I'm not saying they're probably not as bad as they used to be. I'm just saying just like if you're around the Temple of Arathis, maybe try to hide this.
Okay. I mean, I tend to rely on my ability to run really fast to get away from problems.
That's very good. That running
Yeah.
is like the best defense if in a fight.
Yeah, and I'm very, very good at it. So
That's good to know.
but thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
We do have a relic of Arathis in the group.
Oh, that's probably why Fury. You met Fury.
Yeah, that was why.
Actually, technically, no, we don't.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say I think we have Pelor, but not Arathos.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you
Pelor,
you got a
yes.
piece of you got a piece of Arathis as an arcade focus right now, so that didn't really.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
not a relic. It's a focus.
I am
and
I
a
am a
follower.
cleric of Arathis.
Yeah,
I carry the relic of Pelor.
that's it. Yeah, we got a piece of Arathis and a follower, but not a zealot.
Good.
Yeah, helping to save the world and all that. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I
I
know.
did kind of shame Fury while she was out. I just need to be honest with that.
Fury can be a lot to handle. I mean, it all stems from the. Do you know the story between Melora and Arathis?
I think I heard it once, but I didn't pay a lot of attention in
It's okay.
school.
I can give you the too long didn't read version if you want.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, so when Yablink was around, the Minotaurs, they decided, hey, let's go with him to get more power, right?
Hmm.
So initially, many eons ago, Arathis and Melora created the Minotaurs, the perfect civilization coupled with bestial nature. And they worked. It was a project. Is that the word that humanoids would use? Project together. It was a project.
Yeah, that would track with me.
So they were they used to be very close. Like they were like sisters at one point. So after the Minotaurs betrayed everyone and almost destroyed the prime material plane the first time, with the old one, Melora thought the Minotaurs should be punished because they almost killed everybody.
Hmm.
So Melora set off nearly every volcano in the vicinity of Minotaur civilization and destroyed that civilization. And Arathis was not happy.
I can see why.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah. I can see why Melora did it. I can see why Arathis was angry.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Arathis had a punishment in mind at the time for the Minotaurs for maximum betrayal. But at the same time, I could see, why Melora could be seen as going a little overboard with
Yeah, a little far.
genocide.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what the right thing would have been done in that situation.
I don't think there would be a right thing.
Mm-hmm. So
I think a lot of times people get stuck in this loop of what's right and what's wrong, and the real answer is what's best right now.
But yeah, that situation, when I learned about it many years ago, kind of went over my head, because
Yeah. Understandable.
But yeah, if you need anything, let me know. I'll be happy to help, and I would hate it if everything got destroyed.
Yeah, it's like, is there a chance that Fury would come out with me?
No, Fury is, from what I understand, Fury is part of Lek. It just became enhanced when I became part of the of Fury and Lek.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
I helped
good.
make them strong. And as a consequence, Fury is now strong too. Physically.
Yeah. No, that's a very good thing that Fury can't come out. I did kind of tell her that if she didn't knock it off and killed one of us, then it would be her fault that the world ended.
Yeah. Fury has always been kind of part of Lek. Like, I think it's because of all the BS that happened to her when she was younger. And then internalized stuff, forms a split personality. Split personality wants to protect Lek in her own way, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not gonna judge. I had to speed run like a mental health reset so I could be functional with all this crap. So I get it.
That stinks. That stinks when that happens.
You just summarized my whole life.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Thanks. Uh it's cool. You didn't do anything.
No,
Like
no, but
it's not your fault.
no, but nobody deserves that.
No, nobody does, but it still happens. So we just roll with it. And now I'm saving the world and hopefully gonna make sure it doesn't happen to more people.
That's good. No wonder they flock to you guys. You're good people. He kind of like pats you on the back.
Thanks. We have a sword golem from hell that shoots swords at things.
Can it catch fish?
Probably. If you throw enough swords in a pond, it's got to hit a fish eventually.
Oh my god, I literally just learned yesterday, for anybody else that plays Breath of the Wild, you can fish with bombs. Tell you what, guys, it's easier.
That's a whole subplot in This Is Us. That's all I'm saying. Fishing with bombs?
In a video game or in real life?
No,
Because in
This
real
Is
life
Us.
it's oh.
Is a TV show.
Right. But I mean, like, were they fishing with bombs on the show?
Yes.
Yeah, that is not great for the, like, ecologically speaking. But
No, it wasn't, and it was a bad time for everybody involved.
yeah. But when Link throws a bomb in a river, it kills 3 fish, and only 3 fish. So, and then I pick up those fish, and I use them to turn into armor. So we're good.
So
But yeah,
yeah.
thanks for meeting with me, and I'd love to figure out a way to get this relic bonding thing going. So I'll think of ways to, and then I'll check back in. We're about to resurrect a god to imbue another relic with power. So that's going to be cool and fun. Hopefully it's chill with Melora. I think it probably will be, but
Melora tends to be okay, except if you attempt to try to destroy the realm by siding with an old one. That seems to be like the limit.
bad thing. Yeah. Which makes sense.
And destroying mass deforestation for capitalism.
Also justified.
Well, shit again. God damn it.
Yeah. But yeah, she tends to be okay with most things.
Awesome.
Okay, great. Well, come back anytime when you need a break. This place is very soothing. I know Lek has used it many times when she was on her travels as well.
Yeah, it seems pretty chill. I'll probably be back soon.
All right.
So, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck with everything. I hope you guys do well.
So do I. We kind of have to.
I believe in you guys.
It was nice meeting you, and I will be back eventually.
You open your eyes, and I don't know whether you meditated in the mansion or just outside.
Probably outside.
Okay. You open your eyes, and you're back in front of Lek's cabin. You also notice there are now multiple songbirds that are in the trees, kind of just like hanging out.
I don't know if they're here for me or if they're here for Bird Friend. I'll still give them a respectful, like, kind of nod of the head before I head into the mansion.
Okay. Cool.
just in case they are here for me. I don't want to be rude.
What are the rest of you guys doing right now?
I already
Mel
said.
is
Till
going
those-
to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I already said Tilda's reading the handbook
I saw that.
of investigative techniques for as much time as she can.
Mel's gonna find a really big rock, and then she's gonna try to throw that rock around a bunch.
Okay.
And then when she's really tired, she'll go to bed. Very exciting. Also, just imagine that the whole time she's rock throwing, there's like 80s montage music going on in the background.
Okay, I need to check on one thing. Okay, hold on. Not this one. Okay, cool. Mallory, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you get a sending.
Oh, okay.
It is from Isadora.
Okay.
Sending says, Grim says, Moradin willing to part with Spark for God Slayer. So that's
Cool.
Mordin's not a bad choice, because isn't he known for, like,
smithing.
kicking ass?
Yeah, he kicks
Yeah.
ass. He's a smither. So
Yeah.
sounds like his alley. Grim is going to encounter with some approved smithers to help with construct.
Mm-hmm. Is Tegan going to? This is a question for you, DM, because I imagine that Tegan probably would have overheard. Like, oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, I heard some
you
next level tinkering is going on.
You don't know. Is that a sending you'd like to send back?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll find out when we get back. I'll just say, very good. I'll inform the others. Thank you, for message.
Great.
I'm just imagining that the crunch of the chip is actually in that sending too.
Yep. Zaitaria also ate a tortilla chip at the exact same time. Yeah. So Zaitaria will probably over the brooch because everybody's in the mansion at this point. Just let everybody know, hey, Moradin, Jesus Christ, is going to be sparking up the Godslayer, and they're headed to go repair it.
That sounds like a good idea. Evo!
Anybody else doing anything?
I guess I'll consult with my relic.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, got any ideas for this ritual that we're going to be doing?
I mean, Sky says Tamara's sounds like she's literally our opposite. Like in the whole mercy healing department. In a way.
To
Eh.
be fair, I mean, listen, Raven Queen's just like death, so
yeah.
kind of what happens.
I mean, technically, you can probably spin it as you guys are like two halves of a whole. Technically, can't have one without the other.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mostly, I'm just at a loss because more people would be more beneficial in this instance. Do you think if I created some kind of illusion that it was a bunch of people praying to Tamara, that would help?
Maybe you can spin it as this is what your future might entail. if you come back.
Okay.
Or you can just write a write a ditty.
A
That-
ditty.
Mm.
A ditty that you could like say.
I didn't realize that I wrote ditties.
I mean, can you write a ditty? Could you employ somebody to write a ditty?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't realize that my talents were so far beneath me that I would sing ditties.
What I meant was maybe you can offer to write a song or a ballad of some sort that you can offer to spread when she comes back.
I'll start brainstorming now. Maybe I can think of something.
Okay. It's what I came up with.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say song, verse. Probably should have just said song. Epic.
Oh
my god, that's a real song.
What's a real song?
Don't worry about it. It's very
Okay.
offensive.
Okay.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
I will start, I guess, I'll see if I can come up with anything tonight. If not, then I'll fall back on the illusion plan.
Okay, sounds good.
So, do I need to make a roll or anything?
No, you don't have to make a roll yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It just depends on what you want to do during the ritual.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you do want to go with the song route, we'll see with a I would
think
say
you mean Diddy route.
the ditty route. If you want to go the ditty route, maybe a combination of history and performance. Just history to see, okay, what did she do in the past? How can I make this into a song?
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything? We got creativity with we have reading a book. We have how to help bring Tamara back. We have throwing a rock. We have meditating and talking to an otter. And KK just kind of pieced out.
I was over here on Google researching can plants survive without air because I'm trying to think if Raine could start growing some plants in the portable hole. And the answer is maybe.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
I'm actually surprised that that's the answer. I know they do really poorly in zero gravity, so
Well,
I'll be right back. I need to get some.
yeah, it
water.
sounds like it's a big maybe. It's like somehow in the metabolic process that it can survive a little, like in a vacuum, it can survive for a while and grow because it produces some of its own things that need. Eventually, of course, it's not going to work out, but for a while, it seems to be they can maybe long enough to with magic fertilizer and occasionally opening up.
well, the mansion's here for 24 hours at a pop, so I mean, you could put them in mansion water, which here's the thing, like, okay, so everything from the mansion disappears, but any meals that we eat don't disappear. We don't get unfed, so I would think that once it digests into the plant, it would be okay. Meaning that if you put them in water or whatever in the mansion, that would kind of sustain them a little while until we could plant them for real.
I believe you said with the magic for it takes 4 days to grow plant, wasn't? Is that correct?
Let
Ian?
me see. Magic compost. Yeah, I believe it was 4. Sounds like something I'd say.
Actually, I think it was no.
It was I know I said up to 20 plants for sure.
Mhm. Well,
So 4 days, 20 plants.
let's just say this. Let's say Raine is going to do 1 test plant, and we'll see how it turns out.
Okay, that's fine.
set up a little, pot, and we'll get it started in the mansion. Then she'll move it into the portable hole. Set up a little corner.
Do you want to use one of the cuttings she gave you, or do you want to just get like a dandelion seed and see if that happens?
We get like a dandelion seed, yeah, something like that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there's plenty of plants around you can like take for a test run.
Yeah, some aloe. You should do that because those things are hardy.
There's probably some aloe around.
Sure, we'll do some aloe.
You still put
And
the aloe on top of your head.
It slides off the dome.
It
Yep.
does.
and so I'll just be like to my relic. I'll be like, so you don't have any cute animal forms, do you? Because that'd be a lot more than this whole annoying teenager thing you got going.
There's like a silence.
Sulk. The teenage eye roll.
Like cute animal forms. I mean,
Just gonna be a Wolverine DM. No.
I mean, do you want me to be an animal person? I can probably do that.
No.
Okay.
Just, whatever you feel like, don't want to cramp your style or anything. Just for go on for, appealing to the goddess of mercy. I think some of us might be a little fucked. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're not all bad. You got a kid. I think you're raising her right.
Maybe. Or, probably more like letting her be raised, right? That's maybe it's the best I can hope for.
To be fair, you haven't killed Tilda yet. Maybe that'll be like Lynn's.
Or vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like-
maybe that'll be like Lynn's. Not killing homeless people theory.
we might need to have a conversation about the absence of badness does not necessarily inherently imply goodness.
By existing in neutrality, I am a saint.
I am a saint.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And also, I have known where, one of the guards that killed me and my mother have been for some time and haven't pursued that. So, that's mercy, right?
I mean, you're not a completely shitty person.
I feel like I should have maybe we can make a button out of that. Not completely shitty.
Could be
Be shittier.
At very least, I'm better than I was. Work in progress.
There's like a long sigh. You're not you're not a shitty person. I've known shitty people. You're not a shitty person. I would almost say that you're probably more on the good side of the scale than the shitty side of the scale.
Don't tell anyone.
I-
I have a reputation to maintain.
Don't tell anyone I said that.
Never.
Nope. Good talk.
Good talk.
About like halfway through your rest, there is like a knock on the mansion door. If anyone wants to go get that.
Get what?
So
Not it.
there's a knock on the mansion door, or there's like
Oh, one of the servants opens it.
okay. It's like I think that Roka person you mentioned is here. Dragonborn looking person with giant angel wings.
The incorporeal, like I have not thought about what the servants look like, but we'll just say like whatever it is, it's semi-corporeal. It gives a thumbs up and it disappears.
Okay.
And then around where everybody is in the mansion, there's like a servant that pops up and like repeats what's been said.
Aoife will go and, I guess, like, answer the door officially.
How many hours has it been since we've
4.
4?
4.
Okay. Tilda's been reading that entire time.
There are a lot of like unconventional investigative techniques in this book.
Hmm.
Some of them are like, you should look if you have the keenness enough to look at pollen samples.
Zaitari, I want you to know that I found exactly how your servants should look.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Sexy ghosts. Oh. Jesus Christ.
Aoife, when you go to the door, Roka's there kind of like awkwardly standing there, kind of like with a little wave. Hey, got your
Hey.
message. I have Mom's spark.
Awesome. We're kind of recovering. We had to kill an ooze dragon. But you're welcome to, I think you're welcome to come in and chill. There's only one way to find out, and I'll try and see if Roka can come inside.
I don't think she can because I have to specify it when the mansion's cast, I think.
Cool.
Why wouldn't you have specified?
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
knew she was coming, so you would have been
That's
able to
true.
do that.
That's true. That's true. I feel like I should just be able to see somebody be like, "Eh, yeah, come in," and then it would be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could loosey goosey this right now. It's not like, you know.
It's not like I'm trying to fit an army in here.
Yeah. Yeah, Roka will step in and like, you know, tuck her wings behind her and says, so Luck mentioned that there was going to be a ritual to resurrect her in some
Yeah.
capacity.
Yep.
She told me it's, you know, not at the capacity that probably, you know, like not immediate full god status, but something, consciousness at least. Which is at this point better than the currently.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, there is going to be a ritual. I think we're all thinking about some way to make an offering or declaration to help with it.
Then I'll come up with, well, I can come up with something as well.
That would be appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. Let's find you a room so you can have some privacy and some. And I got to finish resting. I'm kind of beat. I was doing key separation and stuff on the ooze dragon, so I'm a little
how's that
wiped out.
that's going, is that going well?
Yeah, it worked great actually.
That's
So that there's hope.
That's good. Bahamut does like you have like all of you have his blessing. I spoke to him briefly. He's kind of busy
Awesome.
doing preparation things as well as one does in these situations.
It's cool to have his blessing though. It's helpful.
Yeah, so whatever that
Any
translates
chance
to.
there's a physical what's the word I'm looking for? Physical representation of this blessing?
The physical representation of the blessing will come and aid you when the time comes.
I'm hoping it's a
How
big
delightfully
fucking dragon.
Well, from what I've heard, the Platinum Covenant already knows about the situation,
Yeah.
or
Mm.
the leader was notified. And he has his own relic to come and throw into the fight when the time comes.
Hmm.
That's awesome, actually.
Sorry, I missed it. Who has a relic to throw into the fight?
Leader of the Platinum Covenant.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He was notified. He was notified a while ago about what's happening, so he's been gathering strength. Unfortunately, it's sans dragons right now because of the situation.
Yeah,
Of course.
that makes sense.
He's
It's just sand dragon?
sans.
I know. I'm
there are
joking.
sand dragons that will come out from the earth. Who they will no.
Mm.
I mean, they're not metallic or chromatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, loophole.
Can we go back and revive the Ooze Dragon and say, look, we know we were kind of jerks to you before, but
we know we were dicks, and we split you up, and we stomped you into the ground.
I grabbed your soul and peeled it apart
Ripped
like
it.
string cheese. But you want to help?
We have found a loophole in this.
So yes. He's been alerted. He's gonna help out. I know he's very strong from what I've heard. And he has a small army behind him of paladins. So that should be worth something, I hope.
I'm sure they will be. Would you like one of us to show you to a room? I'm not going to try to shake your hands because my arms are kind of numb right now. but-
That's yeah, a room would be great. I need to meditate on a few things and think of what I will throw into this ritual when the time comes.
Okay, I know exactly what
The
the servants look like.
Damn, because I was going to say, if you need anything, just ask the sexy ghost. All right, what am I going to say? Ask the...
So whenever somebody wants a servant, it'll appear because that's just how I imagine it works. Or like, want something to happen. Like, I want to go to a room, or yeah, I think going to sleep would be nice. I'll be like, okay, I'll show you where one is. They look like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Fried chicken?
Okay.
Wait, is it different for everybody?
It's different for everybody.
Ooh, there's just fried chicken ghosts around here. So Mel will say, because Mel's not great at magic.
Wow.
She's not dumb, but she's not great at magic. If you need anything, sometimes when you're here, the servants look like fried chicken, and sometimes they look like Raine, and sometimes they look like and sometimes they look like my daughter. So I'm not really sure who you can ask, but if you see chicken or her, well, don't always ask her because she might be really her, or she might be, I don't know. Just it's magic. Just ask for something, and it'll probably happen.
I'll just show you to a room because I know where the spares are because I don't sleep a lot. Just follow me.
Okay. Like Roka's like, chicken? I haven't seen chicken since we've been here.
A
right
servant still definitely appears before Roka because I gotta know what it is. It's essentially just whatever. Like it can be
this
a
is
person.
the Rorschach
thing.
test.
Yeah,
For every
pretty much.
guest of
Like right now, the most beautiful thing to her would be having her mom back.
Well,
oh god.
Then the servant is gonna it's gonna be off. Like she'll be able to tell. Obviously, it's not actually Tamara because, to be fair, Zaitari's flip flop between Zaitari or Tegan. It just depends on what she's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just imagining the one day when it comes in and it's both, and it's like, oh, our kids are gonna be hideous. Oh my god, it's not a good mix.
There's a moment when a servant appears and Tari mentioned, it's different for everybody. There is a look of sadness that comes from Roka as she blinks her eyes a few times and
I think Tilda pipes up at that point. Just it's an enchantment to because I think at least Tilda would have like kind of pieced it together that like or talked about it with Zaitari that like why do all the sevens look like insert here insert
Yeah.
what here um it's a little odd, darling, they all look like me. They all look like Theo. They all look like
Trixie.
Trixie, my daughter. Yeah, it's a little weird. You're becoming a little obsessed.
Or in the arc of
or-
her own, it's why do they all look like Raine?
Though,
That
if
is
anybody
a-
ever had any requests, because you're like, you know what, I'm getting uncomfortable with my baby being a servant, be like,
Mm.
Saitari, can they look like this for me? And she'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, I think Tilda would kind of speak up, seeing the sadness on Roka's face, and just go, "It's a simple enchantment. You can ask Saitari to change it whenever you'd like.
Yeah.
It can be a little
It can
disturbing.
be a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you first see it.
I because I'm still gonna walk her to her room.
Yeah, and she'll follow. She's like, and she'll be like, I kind of like after a moment, she's like, I'll just follow Aoife. It's perfectly fine.
I kind of like, loop my arm through hers and just say quietly enough so the rest of the group can't see with my back to them, so they can't read my lips either.
Fuck you.
And I'm just like, don't worry, they look like what I think my mom looks like too.
Oh. Ah. Eesh.
My heart.
Yep. That one. Oof.
Thanks.
And Aoife will never tell you guys that.
Yeah, I know.
No, yeah.
That's part of the oof.
Yep.
Exactly. But my heart.
You get used to it. It's kind of nice, but
Yeah.
we need to rest right now and like think and stuff. There's other stuff going on, and you'll see your mom again soon. So
I hope so. I hope everything works.
it's gotta.
Yeah.
So it will.
I've been running around so much ever since we got the first spark from Bahamut's realm. I tried praying to my dad to see if he could help us, but I can't get a response from him.
Do you need me to kick his ass? Because I will.
Well, my father is Sindor. So he's like a minor god of time at this point. He might not even...
Oh, I thought her dad was Bahamut.
No, so...
No, Bahamut is her stepdad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sindor and Tamara had a kid together. And then...
Before Tamara became...
Yeah.
Before any of them, I think, became...
gods,
minor deities, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Sindor is... quote unquote allegedly, but we all know he really is the ancestor of Galloway's family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they have some Sindor stuff, but we couldn't really get to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
they don't have a relic for him, I don't think.
But
well, if they
was,
do, it might not be in this time.
Yeah, Sindor was using Cronus's relic, who is like the big time deity.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Roka says, I don't even know if my dad is in this current timeline, if he can even hear me through things. But I'll keep trying. Even with his help, I assume Time God probably can help, huh?
You would think because they fuck with time.
Yeah.
Like they mess it up real bad. So
maybe he's trying to fix that.
Maybe. But I'm trying to think of something to help with the ritual and stuff too. I don't really have anything concrete yet, but I'm gonna do my best. I promise.
As will I, of course. but maybe to put everybody's mind at ease a little bit, as you're walking through the corridor, past the opulent cat statues.
Mm.
I've touched base with Bahamut. I've touched base with and he's touched base with the Platinum Covenant, and there is the plane's getting a little more unstable, so everybody's starting to migrate towards larger towns. I guess that will help out if destruction does start popping up. There's been a lot of stray elementals as of late.
Yeah,
Oh, we know about that. I'm not there, but
I know we don't have long.
Yeah.
We have to move fast. We're doing our best, I promise.
Everybody's traveling through Celestia. Everybody's alerted. Everybody's doing what they can. Everybody knows what's coming, but at the same time, if it sounds like it's going to be faster than the Minotaur Wars, because last time a old one got involved, that war lasted hundreds of years.
We're not going to let it last that long. I can promise that.
I don't think this realm could take it if it lasted that long.
I couldn't take it. I had a favor to ask.
Depends what it can be, if I can help.
When it comes time to face off with the old one, are you planning on being in the ranks with us?
I was going to be. I don't know what I could do, but having a celestial being, I thought couldn't hurt.
she
I
fought
had
really well when we had to not kill her, didn't she? Wasn't she a warrior?
Yeah, she just got flaming sword, everything of the like.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to turn down the help there. But I don't know what kind of reinforcements we're going to have, and maybe if we have enough, then so I'm asking this. I have a sister somewhere, and I haven't met her yet. I wasn't going to until this was all done. But if you're not needed on the front lines, could you keep her safe?
Do you know where she might be located?
I was given a location, right?
Yeah.
I just don't remember what it was.
Let me see. I might be able to pull that up in the session notes.
You've just been talking about like Robur a lot, so my brain's like, it's in Robur, and I'm like, it's probably
I
not
believe
in
it is in
Robur.
Robur.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I will me double check. This would be around Kizan.
He's on. Yeah, she's over. I don't know what her name is. I don't know what she's like. I don't know what she's like. I haven't met her. I don't know anything about her. I just want to be able to meet her when this is all done. So, um, if you're not needed on the front lines, I would really appreciate that.
I'll try to find out who she is.
Probably not a good idea to tell her about me until I know I survived.
Okay.
That'd be kind of shitty, but
I'll do my best.
Well, obviously, if we need you in the front, we need you in the front, and that's just that. But I wanted to ask.
Hey, I mean, you guys are doing a huge thing for the material plane. If I can at least help one of you out with something, and the fact that you're helping me resurrect my mom, I mean, that's a debt I don't think, if it works, that's, even if it doesn't work, and the fact that you're trying. I know it's for other motives other than, dead mom. But I still really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna try. I'm probably gonna succeed because we're all just kind of stubborn like that. But
um, but yeah, I will do my best. I promise you.
thank you.
I guess this is my room. All right. I will be ready when the ritual is to commence.
Awesome. We're gonna finish our planning and stuff, and then we'll come and get you in the morning.
All right, sounds good. Have a pleasant evening.
You too. Try and get some rest.
I will try. She'll close the door. As you walk back past a very opulent cat statues. I just
Yeah,
saw
no,
the toast.
I'll return to the others if they're still kind of grouped up and give them a thumbs up, and like, she's good to go.
Right. Anybody else doing anything tonight? It seems like that's been a lot, so.
Just sleeping.
Okay, sleeping. Yes.
Tilda would like to. I think Tilda would try to pull Raine aside at some point. Try to talk to her alone, if at all possible.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. KK?
Yeah. I'm going back to the computer right now.
All right.
What?
So I think this is sometime before we all retire for bed. Actually, I was kind of hoping it could be like as Aoife takes Roka, and shows her to the bedrooms and stuff like that, and just kind of maybe, I don't know, everyone kind of disperses, and then except for Tilda and Raine are kind of
Yeah.
and she just kind of so Goddess of mercy, Goddess of forgiveness, do you have any idea what you're bringing to this ritual?
Just gotta give her a knowing look, like, yeah, we're both a little fucked, aren't we? Because we probably
Yeah.
the one thing that we both know about both of us that we kind of hate about both of us, ourselves and each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My relic tried to suggest that Shattuck meant I was a good person, but I don't think that's how that works. I don't think having a kid is what makes you good, but
There are certainly plenty of bad people with children. I don't think you're one of them. For the record.
people keep telling me that. I'm gonna start believing it.
Wouldn't want that.
I don't think I'm a good person, but I think I'm getting, like I said, I think I'm getting better. And it's mostly because of Melanie. And the rest of you guys, too.
I was going to suggest it was mostly because of Iskin.
Yeah, Hiskin's a little asshole little brother. They're not good for nothing. Getting him back probably made the rest of it possible. I don't know if I ever could have let go of some of the anger I held and just, frankly still hold to my father and everyone else that abandoned me or left me alone. But as much as we fought, you've never done. Appreciate that.
I've thought about it a few times. Leaving the group. Particularly in the old days. Our first acquaintances. If it wasn't for that arranged marriage my father was holding over my head, I might have. I certainly didn't feel welcome, and it wasn't just you not making me feel welcome, although you didn't help. Do you remember Lily, the gnome? Who was
I
around
barely
all of-
remember Lily.
Lynn's like, who? No.
wasn't talking to you. You're not there. She said
Yay.
something when we she said something about how much fun I must be at parties. She said it in a sarcastic way. That it's done, certainly. And my issues with Andrie and her owlbear.
It's an owlbear. You didn't know we get so much rushes when I ended up with a kid, did you? I wouldn't rule out an owlbear just yet. It's probably gonna happen.
As long as you keep it well ped, I suppose, and don't take it to any sort of fights in Valido.
Oh no.
There are owlbear fighting rings.
Oh no. I know what Shaq's gonna do when she grows up now.
I doubt it. They're not fun.
Oh no, she's gonna take him down.
Oh. I mean, good luck to her, honestly. They're vicious beasts, but they don't deserve some of what they're put through. But this wasn't exactly what I was trying to.
We got a little distracted. Yeah.
Little sidetracked, indeed.
Our kids will do that.
I wanted to say that no matter the hardships at the beginning of our relationship, I do genuinely consider you a friend, Raine. And I hope you consider me one as well. In an alternate universe. There's a bunch of fangirls out there who are going like, yes! Friends? Friends? The fuck is that?
Yeah.
Stupid writers.
Yeah. Homophobic now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And there's one thing I've been thinking about. I wanted to ask you a favor. I don't know when it's going to happen, but... And to be honest, I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. But if you could, and I don't want to mislead you on this, Iskin will still be the one standing next to me, but if we're going to have any sort of overall larger party, would you make sure that everything goes off without a hitch? For when me and Melanie finally decide to make this official.
You wouldn't have had to even ask.
You're like, I would just fucking done it. You don't have a choice, bitch.
Yeah. A little bit, but also like
this lets me at least think I've made it my choice. And Raine says that with like, we know your nature, but that's why I want you to do it too, you know? And I do trust you, Tilda.
I trust you as well. Which isn't, if you had asked me when we first met if I trusted any of our party, the answer would not have been this.
Yeah. Now let's not let anyone know that, because we all have our reputations to maintain.
Of course, darling. And I kind of like hold out a hand to shake in a bro kind of way. No, in like a, of course, like a, trying to figure out how to word this, like in a, we have come to an accord, and but I'm also like smiling, so it's like it's a funny accord, like we know we're both in on the joke now.
Like, we know this ain't over, but it's not
Cool.
as bad as yeah. Raine will take her hand, and there is no shock or buzz, even though the thought did cross her mind.
A hearty shake. Off to bed with you now. I'm sure your fiance is awaiting.
I hope so. Wink. Head back
I
to where
just
I'm
like-
gonna...
You find, in case you're wondering what Mel is doing, when Raine goes into the room, she finds Mel, like, out of her armor, but, like, it's just kind of, like, piled in the corner. There's a plate of chicken on Mel's lap as she's passed out in bed. So not only was she eating in bed, she was eating chicken in bed.
It's not the first time it's happened, probably in the mansion.
This is something
not
that Mel
like
would never
crumbs.
do in the material world, but she knows that in the mansion, like, it doesn't matter. So...
Exactly. I was about to say it's not like
Consequence-free
crumbs
environment.
Can get in the bed.
Yeah, I summon
Long term, anyway.
one of the incorporeal servants to take the chicken away.
Which
Who also
looked
looks
like
like a greased up Melanie. You know, chicken,
yeah.
fried chicken greased up. This is like a mirror image.
I am probably
Mel
going to.
feels the chicken leave and is like, chicken, no, I gotta get big. And she rolls over and starts snoring super loud.
Sexy.
Kind of put her, you know, do that thing where you shove them in the back to get them more on their side and into a better sleeping position. And then curl up beside them.
I'm just imagining every night when I have to, like, try to maneuver two dogs to, like, get in my bed, and I'm just like, move. This morning I sat up. Oh, sorry. I was just
No,
gonna
go
say, this
ahead.
morning I sat up, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna get up. And Tano just got in my spot. And I was like, what the hell? You don't know I was done with that. Like,
She
no
heard.
respect.
You made it warm for me.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's what you were doing. Yes?
I think she was trying to ensure I didn't lay back down.
That too. I think Tilda stays up, like, in the living room part of the mansion or wherever she's been, reading this book for as long as she can before she finally passes out from exhaustion. Because I gotta get going more with this.
Gotta get those hours in.
Yep.
I'm looking at all these books. I'm like, Raine's getting all these books in 60, 100 years. She's gonna be real smart.
I don't know how you want to determine that, Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't know. I'll tack on. I guess. Would you be agreeable to another 2 hours? So 6 in total at this point. Well, this would be 8 in total, I assume. From the 4 last session.
Yeah, it would be 10.5.
Okay, 10.5.
From overall over 2 days so far. Which I think is a little less than I would, because like I mean I'm staying up to the point of I will take a point of exhaustion if I have to the next day.
Okay.
So
I'll put on.
if I
Then
could
I'll
get
tack on another 4 hours, I would say.
Can you do greater restoration? Yeah,
hang on.
I can remove your exhaustion if you want to burn the midnight oil.
You know, I don't have greater restoration on my list. However, I have yet to pick my Shards of Dawn cleric spells.
Boop, boop, boop.
So I could pick that. And we suddenly have a loophole.
I mean, it's like a 5th level spell you have to use, but hey, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not great, but I could
Better than
do
being
it.
exhausted, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll stay up literally as long as I can. So that you said another 6 hours?
I will say another 6 hours at that point. Then yeah.
Okay, so that's 14.5 over 2 days. Yeah. I love Garfunkel and Oates.
They are so funny.
Yeah, they are. And also the song Loser, You're Such a Loser, so is like weirdly inspiring to me. But we don't have to get into it now. So I will use Greater Restoration as yeah, one of my, I'll add that to my list here. I have so many freaking spells and not enough spell slots. So yeah, in the morning you guys find Tilda like slumped over this book. She's been sleeping kind of half sat, like depending on what kind of furniture they have in this this place. She is like kind of slumped over it and just like half sat up, half like slumped, just it's not a good look.
Were you talking about like what's like inside the mansion?
I was talking about furniture, what's inside the mansion, yes, but also
yeah, I kind of imagine it's like a lot of low tables, lots of cushions, that kind of thing. But Zaitari would also know your tastes, and probably your room is set up to how you would like it with a study desk and stuff.
But she's not in her room.
Then you're gonna have to deal with the cushions and low tables.
Yeah, exactly. So she's kind of actually, given that, I think she'd have her head laying on the low table that she's been using, and just like half like her cheek is resting on the book, and she's just snoring ever so slightly.
So I have been made fun of by my husband, in fact, because I one time fell asleep when I was reading, and I just cuddled my book. I just had it
Aw.
gently cuddled against my face, and he was like, "You're cuddling a book. That is bizarre." So yes.
Well, Kelly, I'm sure you're not perfect either, so unless you want to talk about your weird quirks and foibles, maybe keep the trap shut. Yes, yes.
I like it. That's what he's getting next time. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you all find when you wake up the next morning is just Tilda asleep at a low table.
Jesus.
Oh,
Mhm.
damn. Yeah, that's a type of person. I mean, I'm that type of person. I watched all the seasons of Glee. I didn't stop when reasonable people did.
I have actually never seen Glee.
It's not worth it.
Like, the only reason to watch it is if you're maybe a queer woman and you want to see some shitty representation. Actually, there's decent, but you can just get the highlight videos on YouTube. That's fine.
Hey, that sounds good.
Only reason to watch it really is the songs, and that's not always great. Anyway, the only thing that stopped me from watching Supernatural is that it scared me.
Yeah, it would be a horrible, horrible show for you to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There'd be
I know.
a lot of each episode that you would not want to watch.
It doesn't help that they're one of the scariest things on it is Jared Padalecki's creeping hairline.
Well, I have to say, some of the visuals would be unsettling if you don't like horror.
Yeah, that's true.
They're vampires. Their teeth, the way they did their teeth was unsettling. So
I will
Okay.
take your words for it.
All right. So, when the morning comes, after everybody is finished with their morning rituals, I guess, Lek does come to the mansion and tell you that I got up early to prepare the ritual site.
Question.
Mhm.
Question. Because I stayed up and I'm greater restorationing in away the exhaustion. Did I get a full rest? Did I get a long rest?
Let me see. Restoration by 1.
I just need to know whether whether I can get rid of uh spell slots that I've used or not. If the answer is no, the answer is no. That's fine. I'm perfectly willing to accept those consequences.
I think that would be an infinite stay up hack, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think that does your divination recharge at dawn though?
Divination rolls, yeah, they do. I
Yeah.
think. Greater portent. Oh, no, actually when you finish a long rest.
Well, that's okay.
You didn't lose them, so if you didn't use them.
Yeah.
And I don't think any were used.
Yeah, none of them were used.
Because they were all super low, so it was mostly that if we wanted something to fail a save.
That's right. Yeah. It was like 1 and 2 4s or something like that. I know
right. I remember there being a 1 and a 4 and I think a 2. 3. I don't know. I'd have to scroll up.
Yep, I'm scrolling. Yeah, no, 1, 4, and 4.
Hey.
So, how would I? Okay, how do I rule this? So, technically, you would. So, if you stayed up to do the reading, that would be technically 1 level exhaustion, if I am correct about that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you cast Greater Restoration, that removes.
It would just remove a level of exhaustion. It wouldn't grant a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Just if he's
technically,
not
yeah,
exhausted.
you're not exhausted, but you technically didn't get the long rest.
Okay.
You probably got a short rest.
Short rests at like multiple short rests if you want.
Yeah.
Nothing really comes back on a short rest for me, but all right. Or well, actually,
You had that recover thing. don't
arcane
you?
recovery. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just thinking that. So when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots. Why is it only once per day?
So you can't
That-
abuse it.
Yeah.
But I want to.
No coffee lock wizard for you.
All right. Well then should be able to get rid of 3rd level and 1 of the 5th level. Because the other 5th level would be for greater restoration.
Okay.
And that is none of the slots can be 6th level or higher. So I only have 1 arcane recovery level left, which is not going to do anything for me.
Okay. So in the morning, when most of you wake up from sleep, Elect does say she has a spot for the ritual. There is a large tree that has been infused with Morlora's magic for many, many, many eons. And it is one of the ritual sites that she uses for other things. She thinks that currently that would be the best spot. So what's going to happen is since we only have sparks and we don't have a body. I was thinking of using that and like points to the meteor hammer for a temporary vessel. So she's probably going to be in that for a little while until we can amass her a decent following or find more sparks. Is that okay with, well, she looks at, you guys and at Roka.
I look at Roka.
Roka's like,
I also look at Roka. Roka, I will say, I was planning on letting Tamara know that there's been quite a lot of devastation and her healing magics are going to be her influence on healing is going to be needed, and that in that she has possibly a very good way to start the seeds of following again in that period of rebuilding that we are going to be looking at. So hopefully, with all of a little bit of effort from us, we can try to amass her, that following that she can get going.
Roka's gonna look at Lek and say that should be okay for now. I mean, right now time is of the essence, and we can use all the help we can get. They could use all the help they can get. So, I don't think, it's not the optimal ideal vessel, but it will have to do. And like we'll say, all right then.
Let's go down to this is line 20. And it goes down to.
Your bike's not off, Lynn.
Sorry.
Fine.
All right. Let's start heading there now then. So, Luck waits for everybody to hop out of the mansion, and it's about like a half an hour walk to the site that she had mentioned. You guys wind through a small cavern, and she mentions, so the tree sticks out, literally its roots reach down into this cavern, and I would like to be at the base of the tree to do this. There is a small, not so much ruin, but there is a small altar before I had gotten here that I had restored for a shrine, a proper shrine of Melora. So we'll do it there. It should be. I hope it should be good enough for this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to need the hammer. I'm going to need the sparks. I'm going to put the sparks on the altar with the hammer. I'm going to start going through the ritual of resurrection. And during the time where I am going through the ritual of resurrection, in whatever order you wish and whatever way you want, you can throw in your piece to not entice, but to
Bolster?
to fortify Tamara's position, to guide Tamara back to us. To let her know that her presence is needed more than ever. That's pretty much it. So you guys can roll, anything you had come up with. You can talk to me with whatever skill, whatever ability checks you would like to make. Maybe a short description of what you attempt to do. It could be anything. It could be actions, stories, pleas, anything you think that would bring her back. Like pretty much says, whenever you are ready, I can get started.
I think we should begin.
Okay.
I want to ask you, DM, if this would be a valid line of thinking.
Okay.
Or for something that could go along with this.
Yep.
I would like to cast Mirage Arcane and make it look like the temple that we went into, but restored to its, former glory.
Okay.
And I could talk with Roka about what it looked like, just to get some better ideas. But yeah, would that benefit this at all?
That would benefit this. Roka will
Okay.
tell you that at the height of when the temple was running, it had the, for lack of better description, it had the most beautiful, well-tended garden I had ever seen in my life. There were maple trees with leaves of red that stayed like that throughout the year. There were small miniature pines that, like, its branches just seemed to stretch out in these immaculate, like, curves and waves. There were beautiful purple flowers that carpeted the bottom of the floor of the garden. There was always laughter coming from the nursery area where all the children were allowed to play. There was the sounds of worshiping that came down from the halls that gave everybody hope when all there was war around us. It was the best place in the world at that point.
I'll go off everything that she's saying. It takes me 10 minutes to cast.
Okay.
So,
While you're casting, Lek will go in in front of her are the sparks and the hammer, but she faces them, but more so like, do you still have room to come over to do whatever you wish to do? And when she starts chanting, there is also two other voices that seem to come out of her. One of them sounds like Fury. Fury's voice is a little more gravelly, a little more, it's rougher than Lex's natural speaking voice. But the third voice that comes out is a feminine voice that is definitely like a lot airier than Lex's own speaking voice. It just reminds you of what if a southern breeze had sound, just warm and comforting. That's what it would sound like. So she begins chanting, and she chants, like, the first part of the phrase goes, Namo tassa bhagavato arhuto summa suputusa chasana kata pruta chaita wa marungsa waga. And she continues to do that, like, low chanting with the three other voices. So at this point, you guys are more than, well, actually, before you guys go, Roka goes up to the items first, and she kneels down, and she starts praying in Draconic. Those who can speak Draconic knows that it is and you speak Draconic, I assume, right, Tilda?
Hang on, I don't think I do.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Raine does.
Yeah, no, Raine does. I knew Raine did, so I never took, and Bryn did, so I never took Draconic.
Aoife can also understand.
But I could cast Comprehend Languages if you gave me 10 minutes.
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So Roka starts praying intercon. For this, Raine, you would have to roll a religion check to figure out what prayer, if you recognize it at all, she is saying.
Okay.
Can I roll?
Yeah, you can roll as well.
Also, I'm guessing this is probably a dialect of Draconic that hasn't been spoken in a long ass time.
It's like Old English almost. Like you can probably understand the gist of it. It's probably you would probably have to stand there for like a little bit to like get the full like.
I only learned Draconic to help fence shit. I didn't learn fucking prayers.
Yeah, you guys are not sure what kind of, it's definitely a prayer that seems like has been like pre-written before, probably even from some form of text, but you're not sure like if there's a particular prayer she is saying. At the end of the prayer, there's like a short story about a time where her mom and her dad, when everybody was still together, had spent the afternoon helping some bear cubs that had become lost from their mother. And one of them had been injured, so they took, like, Tamara was able to help the bear cub, and then all three of them together, actually found the mother eventually and reunited them. And Roka explains at that moment, it was like at that point, she had learned the love of wanting to just help people and help animals, and at the end of the story, she just looks at the sparks and looks at the hammer and just says, I have missed you so much, and I love you, and I really want you to come back. And at that, she will bow her head one more time, and she will go off to the side for the next person that will go ahead.
Mel will go ahead and go if no one else jumps at it.
I think Tilda would be the first.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
No, go for it.
So what exactly are we looking at here in terms of, like, it's just an altar with some stuff on the
Yep, it's a very plain stone altar.
Okay.
And there are the two sparks that you guys have found, and the meteor hammer that was once Tamara's relic, but has become a mundane item since she technically is not alive. Well, she's not alive anymore.
Sure. Okay. Tilda will pull a ring from out of her, from actually off of her hand, her right hand. She plucks it from her finger and holds it while she says, and she's very tired, so she may be rambling a little bit. She says, as a deity of forgiveness, mercy, I offer you this token, which is meant to represent the person I used to be, the person I no longer am, the person I do not wish to be. And it is it's a signet ring, her signet ring that she's been carrying with her since
Aww.
day one. her Galantra signet ring. This belonged to Matilda Persephone Adelaide Bernadine Galantra, which I am no longer that person. I am Duchess Matilda of Loyola, and I am Tilda of the Heroes of Leona. And I kind of glance around. Again, my eyes kind of land on Raine.
You see beside Raine, you do see Mel giving like a reassuring smile.
I give one back. Or at least a corresponding smile. So please accept this token as I said, a representation of that person who I am, whose grudges I have let go. Of those grudges that I have let go of in order to become this person. And I place the signet ring on the altar, and I step back.
Okay. What associated skill do you think would be appropriate? I was thinking persuasion.
I was thinking persuasion as well. I could also say maybe history because of the fact that it represents my history.
Mm-hmm.
But I also could, if I said I am Duchess Matilda of Loyola, I am Tilda of the Heroes of Leona, I am Matilda the chosen, I suppose, of Pelor and Arathis? I think? If that's not too arrogant to say. In which case I could go with religion. All of these are pretty good skills for me. I think I'm leaning more towards persuasion and history, but
I would
I'll
go.
let you
I'll
let you make the final.
I think I'd like persuasion the best.
Okay, that's fair. Alrighty. Trying to think, is there... I mean, even if I use a 4, it's an 18, but, let's see if I can do this without it. Yeah!
Nice. All right.
28. I hope that works.
There is a faint pulse. It feels slightly warmer in this general vicinity now.
Alright, I'll be right back, because I need water.
I'm thinking, how do I make this a sleight of hand check? What bullshit can I say?
I will steal the ring off this altar and chuck it in the closest hole.
I mean,
Yeah, I
sleight
kinda
of hand can be like magic tricks, you know.
I actually kind of did think, like, what if she stole it back for the signet ring for Tilda? That's a murder. No, but no, not really. That's the closest my
I was
bullshit
about to say, if you're gonna do that, do not, like, don't do it while I'm away, please. I'm about to go grab some water. Give me a second.
I love the idea though of Raine doing an "Is this your card?" Convince a goddess to come back.
If I can get your card.
Listen, I could see some wacky kind of like What's that? What's street magic called?
Just
Street magic.
close up magic. I know you're saying. No, I can't think of the word either.
Yeah, I can't. I can't think of it right now. But anyways, like like it's just some kind of that bullshit that would, essentially get across your feelings, like as a sort of performance, but it's sleight of hand.
All right, I'm back.
No
Every
actions
turn.
were taken upon you being gone.
Okay, good. Thank you. That better not be a lie.
Not a lie. I mean, they tried to think of what the word was for street magic, but I feel like that's not.
Who's gonna go next?
Mel will,
Feel
unless anybody seems like they're really roaring to go up there.
Were you thinking of the word legerdemain?
Yes, thank you. Oh my god.
What?
Hang on.
That was the. Thank you.
That has to do with street magic? Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically a fancy word for sleight of hand.
Huh. It does. Okay. I must be thinking of a different word when I look at that then. Or maybe I just never knew what it was, and I just assumed, because I did learn a lot of words through reading adult books when I was young. Not adult like porn, but written for adults. So they used a lot of words I didn't know.
Let's see.
I don't know. I was like 11 when I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show, so.
God, I was like 13 or 14 when I saw Chicago, and I was still very uncomfortable. That's how you know I'm ace.
Yeah, I was just like, what are they doing in that bed? I was so confused when they had like those silhouette scenes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, what's happening? I was just watching it. I was just watching it in my bedroom. It was like on ABC or something like that. Well, not ABC. It was on some channel at night, and I usually fell asleep to the TV, and it just sucked me in with all of the colors and the dancing and the cool ass music.
Yeah, catchy music.
And I also, fell in love with Tim Curry that night. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess.
As everyone who is inclined to many, many different orientations of people on there. I mean, who were the two people that were people were talking about it doesn't really matter what your orientation is, you're probably and it was Tim Curry and somebody else, and I can't remember who the other person was. And a lot of people were like, yeah, I normally like only women, but Tim Curry,
Anyway, sorry for the sidetrack.
No, it's fine. Who's next?
Mel will head up. And she'll say, if any time is a time that needs mercy and benevolence and healing, it's going to be the years to come. The village near us and hundreds more, I'm sure, throughout the land was just ravaged by not the old ones directly, but just the unrest of their coming. And we are going to be rebuilding. When we rebuild, if this works, if you come back, we will make sure to spread your word as part of the force for good that helped, and part of the force for good that will be rebuilding. I know that your mercy will be in strong demand in the years to come, as we rebuild from everything. Come back and help everybody.
Okay.
And then I guess persuasion?
This sounds like a persuasion, unless you're lying about this.
No. Mel is actually willing to build a little shrine in that town that got fucking pooped on by that elemental. Because that
Could
I feel
also
like
be
that's
a religion check.
Which would you, religion would probably help too.
Let's not do religion unless we
Okay.
really need to. Did that roll? Yeah, all right. It's the difference between a +1 and a +9. So
Fair.
That's yeah. All right. Next.
I imagine I'm still casting Mirage Arcane,
Yep.
so I'm probably going to be
I thought we
last.
would have waited until you were just about done or already done to start. I thought
No,
we
I
would have
kind of
given you
figured
time.
that this is going to be my thing. So
Oh, okay.
I'm probably
Alright.
like whenever it's done, I will be last. So
Zytari has reserved the prestige slot.
I have.
As
It's
she
like-
should.
Yeah, she just raised her hand and says like, "I am calling last. Do not bother me." And then she's just going to cast a spell.
Eve will go.
Okay.
I just got a little piece of folded paper with something written on it.
Okay.
From
just gonna-
whom?
From me. I wrote it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just gonna stand there kind of awkwardly and be like, so I don't think I'm a very good person because I'm mad at a lot of this stuff in the world. I'm mad about what happened to me, and I'm mad that it happens to other people. But I've, tried to do a lot of work in making that anger be something.
Uh-oh.
I've done a lot of work in trying to make that anger into something useful and have it not just be anger, but have it be something that can help. And because I was working really hard on it, I figured when this is all said and done, if I survived and we did a good job and all that stuff, I'd take on a new name to be a new person and do my best to be better and still help all the people I want to help. But I'm definitely not ready for it now. So I want to give that name to you so that you can let me know when I've earned it. And I'm just going to lay the piece of paper on the altar.
Okay.
And I'm going to argue for insight because it's
That's
more of her relationship with goodness.
that's fine. That insight's good with me.
And then just awkwardly go sit back down.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I mean, we know who's last.
I use sleight of hand to grab all of the things off the altar. Screw this.
You just crouch and you turn into Joel and you just monkey grab everything.
Oh yeah, the two-headed monkey grab him. Alrighty. Raine will step forward. Probably gonna be a combination thing. We'll see. Steps forward. She takes one of the daggers out from her belt. It's not one of the magical ones. It's pretty well used, but well taken care of. And she'll put that on the altar amongst the other things while simultaneously stealing the ring back.
Really?
This is a mercy thing. Hold on. Maybe. Raine is who Raine is. This is the first dagger my friend gave me after I woke up. Delirious, sick. If you come back, we'll have that in common. And we came back from the dead. Neither me or my friend were perfect, but the mercy I showed her when she was caught stealing and I distracted the guards, came back and She saved me. She saw my body dumped. Garbage. And through a increasingly preposterous series of circumstances, I met all these people. Helped a lot more. Look towards Melanie. Look, someone that makes me want to be better. Look towards so the people that force me to be better. We need you. We all need you. And I will do everything I can to help. So I think like a combination or maybe average of a sleight of hand and persuasion, or maybe just a persuasion, just a sleight of hand to steal the ring back, then to return it to Tilda if she wants to, or to give it to Raine's intent, whether it's taken that way or not, is that say something that is important and useful.
All right, do both. We'll see.
So I'm going to use luck on both of these.
Okay.
Even though I have the +10, just I'm going to say it. I guess I can use it after, so I'm just going to see if I get the 20 and use it. Persuasion. Yeah, we'll use it. Okay, 29. And then sleight of hand.
I mean, still
Wow.
fucking 34.
We'll see.
I mean, what's
34.
hilarious is that none of us see that shit, but like, I feel like this is the sort of thing where like Raine knows she did poorly in her soul, and like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because no one else knows, but she knows.
I could do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least,
Mm-hmm. The
It's
spell
okay.
finishes.
My guess is it's an Arcana check.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't. After it finishes, because it's just like, honestly, because Mirage Arcane is worded so deliciously vague. You know.
Just gonna say once as I walk away, I give Zatari a thumbs up, man. It's a bardic inspiration.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Ooh.
So it's just gonna essentially look like what she was describing to me with I imagine it'll be the exterior of the temple.
mm-hmm.
So you can feel the breeze, smell the garden, and hear the rustling of the trees and all of like everything that you would experience as if you were actually in this physical location, because that's what Mirage Arcane does. And it feels like we're outside on a beautiful kind of like late afternoon autumn day, I'm gonna say.
Okay. Awesome.
And yeah, I guess when Zaytari finishes it, she'll like walk forward and to say a few things to, do her part. Just delaying because my brain is like at a loss for words right now.
Mhm.
Make nice word, charisma soup.
Yeah. I make a persuasion check now.
I say nice things. Here's how nice they are.
Yeah. I know it isn't much right now. It can, as real as it feels to us, standing here, this scene that we're in will take work and time to be reflected in the material plane, and I could only hope that one day we will get to experience this, and so will everybody who could hope to find themselves in your grace. after you have what am I thinking of?
Returned?
Yeah, return. There you go. Thank you. I was gonna say come back to us, but I'm like, that feels too specific. The world is going to need a kind and gentle and merciful and healing presence, especially after everything that is going to happen with, I guess, the coming battle that we are going to be faced with. All I can say is, please, we need your help.
All right.
Dimitri, did you get bigger? Did you get bigger overnight?
It's possible.
Yes, I did.
His head looked too big for his body, and now his head looks too small.
That's kind of what happened to Leomar.
Yeah. What should I roll?
So you can go persuasion,
Okay,
if you wish, with that.
I will.
Okay.
I'll add on the d6 as well, because why not? Hey,
Oh.
nice. 37.
Nice. All right. So as you step back, Lek gets to the end of her chanting, and there is a brilliant flash of light. It's blinding, and then when you guys are able to refocus your vision, the two sparks are no longer there. The hammer is there. And just all around you, there is like this warmth emanating from it. Like the kind of warmth you feel when you're in like a really nice bear hug with somebody.
Aww.
And like Lek takes up the hammer, and with one more like nod to above, she will like put it back down on the altar, and she has this like great smile on her face. There is like sweat like though dripping from like her brow. Her hair is like pretty much like she's been sweating a lot, and she looks really fucking tired at this point. Like most of you,
Tilda takes 2 steps away from her.
okay. She like you, she also seemed to have given something too, as well, but it was not like you figured it was through the chanting and the power she was channeling. She says, well, the ritual is complete. I think she's in there right now. It might take her a little bit to get fully conscious, but I think it's been done, especially because of the aura that now accompanies the hammer. I am really fucking tired, she says. We should, and as she says something, the natural sunlight that had been dappling through the trees like flickers, and I need everybody to roll a perception check.
Oh.
I'm so good at those. Yeah, hey, nice.
All right, everybody did Tilda, who is too concerned about the sweaty saint that's in front of them.
And I am tired.
and you are very
I'm not
tired.
technically exhausted, but I am at the same time.
There is like, it's not so much a like a violent earthquake or like a small earthquake, but there is like a tremor. You like those who rolled above a 20 feel in your feet. Aoife, as you feel that, there is a sense, and Melanie, there is like a sense of dread in the air.
Why?
And
Did we just bring back an old one? Come on.
and
You already got enough.
and Lex like says somebody broke the wards. As she
Oh,
says
fuck.
this, like leaping down from probably from the tree line onto the floor is this great, like it looks like a dog. It looks like a hound, but it looks like it is made out of this like black tendrils that like make up the body, and just this horrific eldritch horror. You also hear like these sounds coming through the trees at this point as well. There is more than this thing around.
I'm grabbing the meteor hammer.
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say, get that grabbed fast.
I'm immediately going on my
All right.
broom.
Let me bring you to the. So I'm gonna put you. So you guys were around this.
Are we all-
area.
Relatively close together.
Yeah, you were all in. Sorry, am I on the right layer? You were all in this area.
Okay.
Okay.
Lex, are like
I mean,
around...
if we're within like touching distance, we could just plane shift out of here.
I don't want to leave Luck with that mouse, and I don't want to take Luck with us.
So Lek was.
Not unless Lek says, "Go, get out of here." Something like that. You know?
Yeah, but I feel like we need to deal with this because this is one. It's because of resurrecting Tamara, which was something we wanted, not she wanted. I mean, she wanted to help, but it wasn't her main goal. And two, this looks like some old one BS, and I'd
Yeah, it
rather
does.
not leave her with that.
Roka is
I
over here.
don't want to leave any allies in a bind if we can help it.
Let me just bring her.
215, 23, 215, 23.
2:15, 23.
Well, my token isn't linked to my sheet. It's linked to my old sheet, not my current one. So I have to manually put in my hit points each time.
Got it.
So they
Well,
drop
2:15,
as
23.
well. They look like whatever this thing is made of, they're made of it too. And then there's some screeching that is in the trees as well. Like this, like, not bird screeching. Like if there's a person making the most annoying, high-pitched fucking screeching that you can imagine. That's what it
Oh,
sounds
goody.
like. Like, it almost is like just on the edge of ear splitting.
Nice, nice.
Would it be okay if we rolled
Lek was-
initiative and then called it a night?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Lek was just talking to us. Could it either we be up closer to her or she be down closer to us?
Yeah, I would say so.
I just feel like we wouldn't have been yelling across the room. She probably would have been within like 10 or 15 feet of us, not 25. I think that makes a lot more sense, yeah. Because I know Melanie was going to actually walk up and give her an arm to lean on as we went upstairs if she was feeling that weak. So she was kind of heading in that direction, so the placement's perfect.
All right. Did you guys want to roll initiative now, or we can save that for later?
No, I want to do it now.
Okay.
We can do it now, yeah. Goody.
Also, technically, this map isn't correct because it should look like the temple to Tamara. DM.
Well, I'm
Just saying.
sorry. Do you want me to bring the temple tomorrow here? Would you like to be more in an enclosed
Well, but
space?
here's the thing. Does that spell make it so you can interact with the environment?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna make anybody get a new battle map. I know what that's like.
Yeah, I know. I was mostly just saying it as a joke, you know,
know.
because it's. I did say like specifically the temple and the outside of it, like she's describing. So
Yeah,
It's not like
actually,
we would be inside of it, but still,
Yeah.
you know, I had to do it.
I feel it. I get it.
I've always wanted to use this fucking spell.
All right, so they would. So I'll put their thing on the map too. Not the map. The so what is his dexterity? All right, so
Well, if we are heading out for reroll initiative, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put peace out. I am tired tonight.
yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too.
Are we
Yeah.
good
Thanks
for
for the
the
game.
21st before you guys leave?
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
I
hopefully have
might
a car.
I might be a little late, but I'll be able to play.
Okay.
I would at most be maybe 30 minutes late. We'll have company, but it's my dad, and he'll be gone before 8, I would think.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
yeah. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
Night.
Good night,
Good
gang.
night.
Game.